the Edmonton Oilers would like to select with their first pick from the Erie Otters, Connor McDavid.
Buffalo selects Jack Eichel.
Surprise, surprise. McDavid, Eichel, 1-2.
The Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres at one time thought they were starting a new era for their franchises. 1 and 2 overall were Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel. We know what's happened with McDavid and all the awards that he's won. It's been unbelievable. Meanwhile, the one trophy that Connor wants more than anything is the one that Jack Eichel won after being traded from the Buffalo Sabres, the trophy that every hockey player wants.
Well, our younger fans may not realize what it means to have a heavyweight matchup. Fury Wilder, Holyfield Bowe, Tyson Spinks, Ale Frazier. But we've got it. McDavid, Eichel.
Game number 1 here at the Fortress. The Golden Knights and the Oilers.
It's Edmonton and Vegas, the two rulers of the West the last couple of years.
And injured and limping back to the bench is Hurdle. And now play will stop.
That was a high stick.
But Hurdle is holding his face.
The ruling on the ice is confirmed. 93 for Edmonton, gets a 4 penalty for high sticking.
So Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a double minor for high sticking.
There's some Bouchard down low. Shot. Score. And Eichel swooping in and through the neutral zone. Jack Eichel hits the trailer.
Mark Stone shoots. Scores! He's got a pair! And it's a 2-0 Vegas lead. The Golden Knights are 26-0 at home in the playoffs, where they've had a multi-goal lead in the playoffs. Janmark centering pass. Save made by Hill!
Center has the turn. Kick save Hill.
Save Hill, the rebound loose.
Off the draw, off the bar. Here's a chance for Frederick.
Glove save Hill! Web traffic in front.
Edmonton's got going. I think that 4-minute penalty to start the game essentially really kind of settled them back in their heels, and now they're really pushing the Vegas Golden Knights back on their heels. They're getting on the forecheck, they're turning pucks over. Every line is hemming in Vegas.
Connor McDavid in front. Score! Corey Perry off the feed from McDavid.
One time ripped by Bouchard off the glove of Hill. With a top of Hill. And in the back of the net by Leon Draisaitl. This game is tied at 2. Crowd eerily quiet. 18,000 plus. They arrived ready to party.
The drop by Nugent-Hopkins. It's to Hyman. Shoots. Score! Zach Hyman rips it home. Edmonton has the lead.
And the Oilers have their first lead of the night. 57 minutes into the hockey game.
And 50 to go. Racing the other way, Brown. He's in. Brown. Score! The insurance for the Oilers. Courtesy of Connor Brown.
And game 1 is over. Edmonton rallies from 2-0 down.
What a performance by Edmonton, down 2-0. That early power play for the Vegas Golden Knights set the tone in the first period. From that point in time, the Edmonton Oilers started to chip away. They dominated the second, relentless in taking the lead and finishing off game 1.
Inside this building, this crowd is amped. Even more so, I think, than game number 1. You can sense this home crowd for the Vegas Golden Knights knows how crucial this game is.
Game 2, driving to the net. McDavid, a backhand flick.
Here's McDavid again, just finds a way to come up with this puck through 3 Vegas Golden Knights.
When Edmonton starts rolling, it can feel like a freight train coming at you.
Guys know what they're going to get into. They know it's going to be a battle on both sides.
And that's always the challenge when you win game 1 on the road, Louis. Get greedy.
You're playing with house money.
So now, a possible stick lift by Saad, and he draws a penalty.
Edmonton penalty, 21, 2 minutes, stripping.
Eichel down to the goal line. Backdoor pass, score! Olofsson off the one-touch from Stone. Beautifully executed. Power play goal for Vegas. They've got the lead.
Here's a lead pass. Bradley shot and whistled one off the goalpost.
Carlson shoots, just goes wide. Hanifin from Eichel. Hanifin maneuvers, save Becker. All the way around to Corey Perry. Wants the one-touch to McDavid. Racing down the right wing wall. Connor McDavid centers one. Diving play made with the stick by Pietrangelo.
Good time Olofsson denied by Perry. He's been brilliant in the second.
Vegas has done a much better job in this game number 2.
To Barbashev. Save made by Becker. Barbashev again from Eichel. Shoots. Another save made by Calvin Pickard.
The Golden Knights trying to counter an Edmonton push with one of their own. Arvidsson to Podkolzin. One-timer, Walman score! His first career Stanley Cup playoff goal.
It's a big one.
Finds Pearson who moves in. Pearson to the forehand. Save Pickard. He closed the door on Pearson, who had a step.
Arvidsson to Podkolzin. Shoots and scores! Edmonton's first lead!
As the depth from Edmonton is stepping up in game 2.
Taken back by Nugent Hopkins. Nurse in the slot. Shoots. Score! Darnell Nurse and the Oilers strike. 4-on-4.
Cycle backing his way in. Looking, shooting, score! A tip-in, Carlson got a piece. And Vegas pulls within 3-2. To Nugent Hopkins. And in front, Kane scores! 4-2, Edmonton.
Has a few words for the Vegas bench as he flies by. Little salt on the wound of an early goal once again. 4-2 lead for Edmonton.
To Olofsson. There it is. Score! They do it again! The second snapped home by Olofsson. What a pass from Eichel. 1-goal game again.
He's made some passes that are right there. He's been reeling. One of the few players that can hang with Connor.
Tough save made by Pickard. The Golden Knights looking for the equalizer.
Back to Pietrangelo. Wrist shot. Score! We're tied! And a brand new hockey game in game number 2, and the crowd ballistic. Centering pass. Perry. Saved by Hill. He's sprawling in the blue paint. Tucked by Draisaitl. A mosh pit.
One-timer missed that block. Rebound clubbed wide. What a look for Allen. Eichel one-timer in that stadium. Both teams emptying the tank, realizing what's at stake. Stanley Cup playoff hockey.
And we will go to overtime.
Upon further video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a 5-minute major for cross-checking and a game misconduct.
Wow.
You're not going to get a better opportunity than this. They were taking on water. Vegas was the better team coming out in this overtime.
Swept towards the net by Draisaitl. Kick save made by Hill. Digging in free was Perry.
Klingberger shot save. Now rebound behind him. Bouchard. Slap shot save. And rebound big up.
Draisaitl deliberately toward the net. Stuff attempt by Perry. Oh, there's another pile up in the crease. And Hill kicked the right pad out to make another save. Boys, sign up for another handful of these between these two teams.
Angelo in time. Turns it over. Wrist shot. What a save. That might have tipped the goalpost. I thought it hit Hill. And then potentially a bar. Off the crossbar with a chance to win it.
Here's McDavid. Working past Eichel. McDavid. Oh, it's Draisaitl. Scores! McDavid and Draisaitl combine for the game winner. Edmonton wins it in overtime.
Calvin Pickard and the Oilers gut out a 5-4 overtime victory, and Edmonton takes a 2-0 series lead.
There is not a single empty seat at Rogers Place. Standing room only crowd.
For pure ear-splitting impact, there is no arena like Rogers Place.
So with an injury to Calvin Pickard, Stu Skinner, his first action in 17 days.
So heavy pressure here for Stuart Skinner, especially Berkey early on in this game.
And we're underway in game 3, round 2, Edmonton and Vegas.
A lot of energy in this building. Get on the forecheck, get that hit. You can see a couple turnovers already.
These two teams starting to get a healthy hate on for one another.
One forced ahead, it's McDavid. McDavid into a trailing Perry. He shoots and scores!
Bouchard. Shot. Score. Perry. The tip. 2-0 Edmonton.
Corey Perry in his 224th career playoff game has 2 goals here in the first period. They came 3 minutes and 53 seconds apart. Here's a steal and it's wide. Pearson, block to the front and it can't get through. Pearson couldn't get it. Skinner left the rebound and they score! And Vegas back within a goal.
Here's Smith to the net. Backhander score. And suddenly the game is tied. The Golden Knights strike twice in less than a minute.
Walman lost it in front. Hurdles backhand and Skinner as he's falling
bit more attention to detail in this second period. A little loose at times in the first period, the energy in the building. 2 goals up by each team given up, so they probably had the conversation in the dressing rooms, hey, we need to tighten this up a little bit. There's not a lot of space in this second.
Carlson dances by Janmark. Carlson, give and go, scores! And Vegas takes their first lead of the hockey game with their 3rd consecutive goal.
So this is the 6th time that Edmonton will go into the 3rd period behind in these playoffs. The Vegas Golden Knights are a team that do it by committee. Look at the backtracking through the neutral zone, stealing pucks, turning pucks over, just keeps you on your heels instead of on your toes. And for Edmonton, if there's any team that can come back, they can do it.
McDavid along the goal line. McDavid to the front and scores! McDavid looking for Hyman and banged in! Edmonton ties it with 3:02 on the clock. Carlson able to skate it out of the zone. William Carlson with 7 will chip it down the boards. There's nobody to help him. A centering feed. Here's Riley Smith. Wade shoots, hit the post! Oh! He hit the post at the buzzer!
As close as it gets. As close as it gets.
Vegas' bench is celebrating.
I think this went in the net.
Vegas is celebrating a potential buzzer beater here in Edmonton.
This is unbelievable. This looked
This
like it
might
might
be
have gone
it.
in.
This might be it.
Went off Draisaitl's stick.
And then off the camera there.
After
Oh my, it's a goal.
At 0.4, the puck completely crossed the line. Goal.
Wow.
You believe that?
Wow. Riley Smith. What a play.
What a
What a
shocking
dagger.
victory.
And they get their first victory of the series and the first loss for Edmonton at home in the playoffs this season.
In case you were watching Game 3 on Saturday night, if you blinked, you might have missed what happened with 0.4 seconds left on the clock. So when you lose, you make changes. Kasperi Kapanen will come in for Victor Arvidsson tonight. And then Mark Stone, who went from day-to-day to all right to being able to play tonight. So the captain is back on the part of the Vegas Golden Knights, and either team will leave no stone unturned to see whether this series ends up 2-2 tonight or Edmonton has a 3-1 series lead.
We're in downtown Edmonton for playoff hockey. And what a swing game we've got for you tonight. Stuart Skinner in Game 4's all time. He's got a .944 save percentage. A big reason why Edmonton has won 7 Game 4s in a row, if you believe in numbers. It's McDavid, it's Carlson, and it's Game 4 from Rogers Place.
You can't hit yourself think in this building early on. It's get that first shift in, get the first shot, first hit, do something to get yourself into the game, because it is loud in here.
Back Whitecloud trying to escape, couldn't do it. Pass it, finally score! Adam Henrique on the setup from Leon Draisaitl. It took 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Here we go.
McDavid with Hyman to the net. McDavid shot, and it just glanced off of Hill, who didn't like Hyman in his crease.
A heated rivalry.
Well, the volume gets turned up even higher here in Edmonton.
This one ready to explode.
It's Hyman, chance for Kane. It's in, he scores! And here they go again. Aiden Hill incensed as Kane landed on top of him after Edmonton has made it 2-0.
Bruce Cassidy called this a heavyweight matchup, and I'm thinking right now, especially since Vegas is involved, I'm thinking Foreman-Lyle. January 1976.
Whitburn to the side of the net. Hurdle jamming away. Skinner has it covered. Barbashev. Riley Smith. Fought off by Skinner.
Ross, what tiger Fairfield?
Michael Rister. Skinner pins it against his left pad.
Stuart Skinner, his best performance in the playoffs so far this year, and a needed one. A lot of noise around Stuart Skinner in the goaltending situation here in Edmonton, and he's been fantastic tonight when called upon.
The Edmonton Oilers are 1 win away from the Western Conference Final. A 3-0 shutout for Stuart Skinner and the Oilers in Game 4.
Yeah, this place is nuts, and deservedly so.
It's time for Game 5 between the Edmonton Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights playing for their proverbial playoff lives, and they must find a way to get a goal past that man, Stuart Skinner.
Meanwhile, for Jack Eichel, who's been wonderful for Vegas, the clock is ticking.
The atmosphere, as always, terrific here at the Fortress as they are trying to will their team to a Game 6 in Edmonton.
Here's McDavid dishing to Klingberg. Hard to the net. Took just fine.
And this has been a twisting and turning series momentum-wise with a lot of plot twists.
I mean, it's far from over. Obviously, 3-1 deficit's hard to come back against a team like Edmonton, but if you're Vegas, the message is win one at home. Just stay alive, but they definitely need their top guys to step up and produce.
Kane throws one on net. Save made by Hill.
Shot by Bouchard. Hill is rolling set. Rebound loose. Hill looking behind. He's got it.
Towards the net, blocked before it got through. And a glove save by Hill at the buzzer.
It's an all hands on deck and everybody pulling on the ropes. A real physical start here for the Knights.
Working under, centers one. Skinner broke it up. Transition to Podkolzin. Finds the trailer. That shot save made by Hill. There has not been a scoreless game through 2 periods so far in the playoffs this year.
Beautiful drive move. Dorothy stopped by goaltender Stuart Skinner. Theodore shooting and sailing by Skinner. Rebound available for a moment.
Desperation when you don't have the puck. Urgency when you do.
Oilers certainly arrived here in Vegas looking to shake hands, but they've got some work to do. It's been a gritty effort for both clubs.
Michael between the legs. Howden couldn't put it home. Draisaitl moves in. Draisaitl stopped by Hill. And the net's off the moorings.
True grit hockey out there at T-Mobile Arena tonight.
Yeah, toe drag shoots. Hard save made by Skinner.
A 2-on-1. McDavid loading up, shooting the save. And Hill holding sway to keep this game scoreless.
And this game will be scoreless to overtime.
Well, another one to the wire. Edmonton, Vegas, Game 5. Why wanted it?
Can the Golden Knights keep the series alive and send it back to Edmonton for Game 6? Can the Oilers put an end to this series in 5 games? Walman shoots, blocker save to the corner by Hill.
McDavid cuts to his left, shoots, and not through Hill, but sailed by him. Tremendous tension throughout this series. David breaks around Theodore to the net. Hill still with it, centering pass. One-time Kulak, and that's stayed out of the ricochet.
Colson finds Draisaitl, sets up Nurse, shoots, save made by Hill. He does a snow angel in the blue paint. It's on the goal line, score! It's over! The series is over! The Edmonton Oilers win in overtime!
What can you say about Stuart Skinner? After the playoffs he's already gone through, now posting back-to-back shutouts to get the win for the Edmonton Oilers, have them advance to the Western Conference Finals.
Coming back in, back-to-back shutouts, gotta go to Stu.